Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm about to share with you the craziest, scariest, and honestly most embarrassing story of my life. This is the night I got so drunk that I completely blacked out and woke up in a city that wasn't even mine. I'm not proud of this story. At the time it was terrifying, and looking back, I know how lucky I was that nothing worse happened. But it also taught me a lot about myself, about alcohol, and about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. So yeah, grab a snack, because this is going to be a long one. It all started on a Friday night, when a group of my friends decided to throw what they called the party of the semester. They hyped it up all week, and I figured, why not? I had been stressed from work, I hadn't been out in a while, and honestly, I just wanted to blow off some steam. When I got there, the vibe was amazing. The music was blasting, lights were low, people were dancing in the living room, spilling drinks on the floor, laughing and shouting over each other. You know those nights where the energy feels electric? That's what it was like. I told myself I'd take it easy, maybe 1 or 2 drinks, but of course that's not what happened. Someone handed me a shot, then another, then a mixed drink. Before I knew it, I was 10 drinks deep and still going. The last thing I clearly remember from that house was me in the kitchen, laughing with a group of people I had just met, dancing with a red cup in my hand like I was in a music video. After that, it all went fuzzy. I have flashes, like puzzle pieces where half the puzzle is missing. I remember leaning against a wall, then calling someone on my phone, then maybe walking outside. But I don't remember how I left. I don't remember if I was with anyone I knew. And that's the scariest part. When you black out, you have no control. The next thing I remember is waking up, but not in my bed, not even in my city. I opened my eyes and realized I was on a bench, outside, in a park. The air was freezing, the sun was just coming up, and my head was pounding like a drum. I sat up slowly, confused, trying to piece together what happened. And then I looked around. The buildings didn't look familiar. The street signs weren't the ones I knew. I blinked a few times, rubbed my eyes, but no, I wasn't imagining it. I was in a different city. Panic hit me instantly. My heart was racing, my hands were shaking. I checked my phone, and of course, it was dead. I had no idea what time it was, no idea how I got there. No money except for 10 crumpled dollars in my pocket, and no way to contact anyone. I remember standing up, spinning around in circles, trying to figure out where I was. I asked a man walking by, "Excuse me, what city is this?" He gave me the strangest look, like I was insane, and said the name of a city that was 2 hours away from where I lived. That's when I broke down. I started crying right there on the street. How did I get here? Who brought me? Was I in someone's car? Did I get on a train? None of it made sense. Eventually, I wandered into a bus station. I figured if I could just find a way back home, everything would be okay. I asked about tickets, and by some miracle, I had just enough cash to buy the cheapest one. Sitting on that bus was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I had makeup smeared across my face, my clothes smelled like alcohol and sweat, and I looked like I'd just been through hell. People stared, and I wanted to disappear. As the bus drove, I stared out the window, replaying every moment I could remember. I kept thinking, what if something worse had happened? What if I hadn't woken up safe on that bench? What if someone had taken advantage of me, or hurt me, or worse? That thought haunted me the whole ride home. When I finally got back, my phone had just enough charge from a kind stranger who let me borrow their power bank. I saw dozens of missed calls and messages from my friends. They were terrified. They had no idea where I'd gone. Some of them had last seen me getting into a car with people they didn't know. That's what scared me the most. I had been so drunk that I left with strangers. Anything could have happened, and I wouldn't have even remembered it. My friends yelled at me when I got back, but they also hugged me. They told me how scared they'd been. And honestly, I was scared too. In the weeks after, I had to deal with the consequences. People talked, some laughed, called me the girl who woke up in another city. Others judged me, said I was reckless, stupid. And maybe they were right, but what they didn't know was how much shame I already carried. For a long time, I couldn't drink at all. The smell of alcohol made me sick. I kept replaying that night in my head, wishing I had stopped after the second drink, wishing I had stayed with my friends instead of wandering off. The truth is, I was lucky. Really lucky. That night could have ended so much worse. I could have been hurt. I could have gone missing. I could have never come back. But somehow, by some miracle, I made it home. Looking back now, I know what I learned. I learned that alcohol isn't worth losing control. I learned that you should always stay with people you trust. And I learned that one stupid night can change the way you see yourself forever. So yeah, that's my story. The night I got so drunk, I woke up in another city. It's funny now, in a dark kind of way, but at the time, it was the scariest night of my life. Please, if you take anything from this, know your limits. Protect yourself, because not everyone gets to wake up safe. Thanks for listening. And if you've ever had a blackout story, let me know in the comments. You're not alone.